Going to this screen. Hello. Hello folks. We are live. It is 7 p.m. 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern time. I am dropping the link here and there, but in the meantime, I will drop the mic over to the Dungeon Master because they have a question for the players.
Okay, wait, do you want me to drop it?
Yeah, no, please don't. I can go. I can go first though if you want. I'll set the example for the
Do that because I can hear myself on the computer.
There's a lot of echo.
I know why. I think.
Justin's rolled 20, mic's on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's where I was getting echo. I went and muted you.
Oh, I think
I closed it and then oh yes, I'm back on twice. There we go. Hold on. There we go, guys.
I set up that I don't hear or send anything. I think.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Wunderbar.
Beautiful.
Can you guys hear this?
Natural 20.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Well, you guys won't hear the natural 20.
All right, so welcome to our weekly game of Dungeons and Dragons in the world that I have created. We play the 5 of us every week. Super fun. And we can throw it to the players before we do a small recap. Jordan, you want to lead by example?
I thought you were gonna ask the question.
Oh, sure. Is your character a night owl or a morning dove?
Well, in Vitus Preda, the level 1 warlock and level 1 barbarian, he's, well, I must say a bit of a dawn and dusk kind of guy, you know? Sleep during the day, eat some meat, you know? And then dusk happens, get some more meat. Dawn happens, you wake up, you know? You make room for more meat, and there you go. So I'm playing in Vitus Preda, the tiefling.
We will go to the person on my screen, which is here, which is Justin. Is Asher
Hello.
Lupus a morning person or a night owl?
Well, rabbits tend to be a little bit more nocturnal, so I'm going to say a little bit more of a night rabbit. Making way for them veggies and not them meats. What up?
Mad rabbit disease. What am I eating, Prey? It's so delicious.
Well, you remember Asher?
I predict getting eaten in this campaign somehow. End of my character being 8. I'm just like, cool, that's it.
Campaign? You mean session number 2?
I'm just gonna literally, if that happens, I want somebody to change my avatar to like the PETA logo, just like.
Sean, is Erden Solak a night owl or a morning person?
Would probably be a night owl. Yeah, just spending his time just by himself, kind of like running away from home, spending his time in the forest by himself, practicing his bow. Yeah, he's a loner.
I
I was expecting you to say by yourself again one more time.
Natural 20.
I was expecting you to say doing this by himself one more time.
And Marshall, Donatello, morning person or night owl?
Donnie's more of a night owl. He ends up just staying up reading books all night.
I got a fucking nocturnal crew on my hands. Go clubbing.
Oh yeah.
So, short recap of last time we played. Crash landed on an island, adventured into the woods, found someone, that person got killed, attacked by big-ass fucking flying eel and some hairy vocal spiders. And then everyone went to sleep, as every other D&D adventurer goes, well, I just fought this big-ass thing, I need a nap. So we ended with the group going to sleep. And that is where we pick off. Pick up? Pick up. Pick up. Pick off one by one. So it's the plan.
That's how it felt.
So, we are going to start with Prey.
Oh,
As you fall asleep after this very exciting and unexpected event, you find yourself finding sleep. It's sleeping on the inside of the wave's crest. It's somewhat relaxing because you can hear the waves, and it's a hard surface so you can reimagine yourself back inside the canyon you grew up in, and that's where your mind wanders. It brings you back to an initiation that your tribe had for the hunters. That at a certain age, a young hunter, prospect of a hunter, would be sent out on his own to bring food back to the clan. And that's where you are. A young adult, just right into your adulthood, sent off into the canyon. You've been on the trail of this elk for days. You've been tracking it, and every time you've gotten close to it, it sensed you and ran away. But now, this memory, one of your first hunt, first kill, you're reliving it. You're walking through the canyon, and you see standing at the edge, kind of a la 300.
Yeah, that's exactly what I pictured. Yeah.
Yeah, except no snow, just dust because it's a canyon. But you're approaching, and the elk is grazing You're not downwind from it. You've taken everything in precautions. You're tired. You're hungry, and you're getting this goddamn elk. What do you do?
I would like to. Is there a way, like something for me to hide behind to kind of try to sneak up a little bit closer, get a clean shot?
You can see that where it is right now, it's kind of like cliffside into kind of like the canyon. And then there's rocks, but next to that other like hillside, there are bigger rocks that have rolled over that you could probably slink around.
Okay, I will. I'll try to sneak up and go from there.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay. Natural 20. So as you stealth, you again, as when you did it the first time, you slink around the boulders and you get the perfect spot. You're about 10 feet away from it. And it's one of those moments where you realize, like, this is a dream and this is a good dream. I'm gonna fucking get this. You pull your spear back, but there's a difference than when you first experienced this. You hear and the elk just lifts its head up and runs. And at a dead tree that is on the cliffside, you see a large, 6-foot-tall vulture land on the tree, stares at you, and goes, "Invotus Preda." And it just nudges his head like this. Like a, get the fuck over here.
I'm going to hold my spear tightly, and I'll slowly take steps moving towards this 6-foot-tall vulture.
6 foot tall, and I did my research on this. It has a wingspan that is, so if it's 6 feet, about 18 feet wingspan. It is a fucking huge vulture. I even Googled vulture noises. It's hard to do.
In my mind, I'm like, this is going to be the biggest turkey roast ever.
As you start getting closer, whispers and just voices, you get indiscernible, just start filling your head, kind of giving you vertigo. You're like stepping and wobbling. You still have your spear drawn, and you're getting towards it, and it just goes, "Invotus Preda," and it just nudges like this. It's looking at you with intent.
Foul beast! What are you doing?
It looks at you on the branch and just lifts one leg, turns around, and looks down the canyon. And just looks at you, looks down the canyon.
I'm gonna start running down the canyon.
Okay, so as you reach the canyon and you jump and you just free fall, and you hear, and you just feel two huge claws drive into your shoulders, piercing the skin. You can feel it like just hit bone and pain, and you just feel yourself hovering. And you can see that within this canyon, there is a herd, probably about 40 plus elk.
Ooh.
And they're all just standing there. And he's just making you focus on it. And then a dark cloud rolls in.
I'm gonna take a look for the biggest elk. I'm like, well, perhaps the village could eat this. And I'm gonna throw it at the biggest elk I can see as I'm floating.
Roll to hit. The biggest elk would be at the head.
Oh god, that fell. Oh, capers. It's not in the bowl, doesn't count. I don't know where it is. I have another one though. 14.
So you throw the spear. Roll damage.
Oh, ooh. Pachow. 5.
So you throw the spear, and it grazes. This elk it's bigger than the rest, and it's standing like watching over the herd, and your spear just grazes it on like the shoulder, and it looks up. As it looks up at you, you can see that it's distracted from the herd, and this cloud just like it looks like a sandstorm, but it's black, and it's just rolling towards the elk very at a rapid pace. And then as he looks at it, he starts just freaking out and bucking, and they all start running. And as they run, you see that they all just plunge off a cliff, just one by one, all just running. As this is happening, you hear the voice. Like the whispers are getting louder and louder during this scene. And then in a booming voice, you hear, Verum inferi, vindictam querere, magnitudo expectat. Which is infernal. That's right, I fucking googled Latin.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which to you hear, find the truth, seek revenge, greatness is expected. And as he finishes this, you feel the claws just dig deeper as you're also explaining the level of barbarian. You feel yourself just surge with just strength and power as he drops you and you fall into the black cloud. And you wake up. As you are falling asleep, you're listening to the waves, and you keep hearing the...
There's no sound coming out.
Oh, sorry.
No. Discord is like, oh, that's wind. No, yeah.
Oh. Also, I might have hit mute on my button, but you hear the waves going...
Natural 20.
And as it rolls in and out, you hear on the wind the faint voice of Hatcher. And you wake up, and you're in the forest, the borealis forest that you grew up, pines, maples, oaks, and you wake up, and your parents are just in the woods taking care of your many siblings, and you're just... Pardon?
Oh, nothing.
Oh. And you being the eldest, you get up and you start helping your parents. And a few of your younger siblings go, Asher, come on, let's play hide and seek! And just beeline it into the woods.
Just like 12 Elmos.
Take over, Asher!
I wrote in my character description. Hold on. I think I wrote exactly how many siblings I had.
30-something.
I think it was. Hold on.
Yeah.
39.
Yeah, I knew it was 30-something. So you got like 12 of them, like, okay, come on! And they just run into the woods.
So naturally, I'm gonna chase after them.
As you run into the forest, you can still hear them laughing and like giggling, but it seems like the more you run after them, the further they fade. And you're now in the woods, and you can't hear. You can roll to find them if you want, like roll an investigation, but they've gone quiet.
Okay, I'm going to basically call out. Well, I'm not going to start calling out 12 different names, but I'm going to start calling out names and like trying to see if I can find them or anyone for that matter.
Roll investigation.
Okay, that's
Donner, Cupid, Rudolph.
Fuckface. After 39, you're running out of ideas.
yeah. The ones that are closer to 39 are just like schlob, like
Schlob.
Schlob the rabbit folk. Beautiful.
Rabbit folk. That's right. My youngest brother Schlob.
Canon, I'm writing that.
He really
Schlob.
is the schlob of the family.
He was the runt.
That's right. Investigation. Yeah. So that's a 5.
You for some reason, Schlob is impossible to find. You cannot find Schlob. He's usually a shitty hider, but you can't find him. But no, you look around, and you wander into the forest, and as you're like, oh, come on, you're looking through ferns and shrubs, through thorny patches, because you know that they may have fallen, gotten hurt. But the deeper you venture in, you can see that the forest is changing from a borealis, so like maples, oaks, and things you can find in northern hemispheres, to more tropical. The humidity starts to pick up. And you find yourself now, not in the forest you grew up in, but the forest that you found Haagen-Dazs in. And you can hear trickling water. And you hear...
What?
What was that
was
sound?
not me!
I was like, what?
Oh, you guys heard that? I don't hear it because the monitoring for the streaming computer goes to you guys.
Asher breaks the fourth wall and like, I am now a Twitch streamer, motherfucker. my god is Patreon.
The funny thing is, I didn't hear it. I just saw the follow. I was like, oh, typing in thanks, follower, but no. Thank you, newcomer, for following Torn CFGD stream.
So you just hear,
Who's there?
and you don't get a voice, but the sound of water is still constant. Like, it's not like a crashing wave, it's a trickle of like a river. And you see a woman who is just basically completely made of water, just wandering in a direction, which you've seen this woman before, the first time she approached you in a dream.
Is she somewhat close? Like, is she walking towards me, or is she walking towards...
She's not walking away, but she's walking in like this way, so like you can kind of like a movie, like, what's going on here? Oh look, random guy going this way, gotta follow. Like just like the camera's panning with her.
Okay. I'm gonna go that direction, and I'm gonna call out Eldath.
She looks at you and she's like looking backwards. She's not walking, she's like hovering. And she extends a hand, and she like keeps moving, keeping pace, like kind of keeping distance as you're closing. She seems to be...
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
Okay, I gotta keep that open so I can see what it is. Yeah, so she keeps she's leading you somewhere. You get the feeling.
I'm gonna start picking up the pace and also use Rabbit Hop, or Bunny Hop, or whatever the name of this freaking ability is.
It's called Tail Whip.
No, it's not Tail Whip. It wasn't me. Basically, I'm just gonna like shorten the distance.
Okay, as you close the distance and you finally get to her, she breaks through an opening, and you can see that there is a pond, and she's standing in the middle of it. In this pond, it's a clearing with a pond in the middle, and like a cliffside behind her, and there's a river running into the cliffside, and she looks at you, and she looks behind her, and she goes, Asher, I've given you purpose. You must protect every one of life's treasures. And she just looks back into the cave, and she looks at you and goes, this is your first trial. And she just turns and looks at the cave. What do you do?
I'm going to approach the cave cautiously.
Okay.
Until I get the mouth of the cave.
Okay, as you get to the mouth of the cave, you get light. It's about 10 feet in from the natural light, and then it's just darkness.
Imprisoning me.
All that I see, absolute horror. Sorry. Can't start singing Metallica, I'll just get going.
Yeah. Well, I am going to jump in the cave, like, I don't know, 10, 15 feet, and cast light onto. Oh, are there any like stalagmites? Is there anything that I can like physically put my hands on?
So you're gonna wander a little bit until you touch something?
Actually, you know what? No. I'm just wearing my regular clothing.
Yeah, you're dressed as yourself.
Okay, I'm just gonna like cast the light on my glove.
Okay. So you're just basically going like this, holding the light bulb.
Just like on my left hand because my right hand is my everything else hand. So
Minor illusion, a
Tony
light
Stark
bulb.
You're Tony Starking it, just going like this. Yeah. So you walk, and this hall, the tunnel is straight, and it doesn't seem to wind, but it is a cavern. And the deeper you go, the more the trickle of water disappears. And there's a certain point where there's another light at the end. The cave takes a turn, and you can see like a flicker of firelight, and you can hear a voice, a masculine voice going,
Hello, pick some blowout.
Jesus Christ.
that's some good wares.
You have found my secret shop! Fuck's sakes. You can hear a masculine voice just going, she sent me here. This is where I'm supposed to be. Why isn't she answering me anymore?
Or
Pardon?
like the masculine voice is hysterically laughing like that as well.
Like that's the voice. He's going. She sent me here. She told me. It's going from sadness to
like
happiness.
Okay.
But it's hysterical, and
Okay.
you also hear somewhat of like dog pants around it. What do you do?
I'll call out and ask who's there.
As soon as you go, hello, who's there? You hear the dog pants stop, and you see a shadow like flickering on the wall, and all you hear is, get, and your consciousness is just thrown out, and you wake up in the boat. You and Prey just at the same time.
Well, I think we need a dream catcher on this boat. It seems to be quite funky.
Oh, God. What was that?
Yeah, the giant vulture. Did you see it? Oh.
Vulture?
Oh,
No.
giant. It'd be 9 times your size, or 10 maybe, I don't know. I need to put you next to the vulture and, take some measurements, but it was big. I will confirm.
Don't think we had the same dream, unless your infamous vulture was somewhere in a very dark cave.
Not the same dream. Hello? How could you have a different dream? That's not how that works.
I don't think you understand how dreams work, but we'll get to that, okay, Prey?
Sure. Okay, I don't know how you missed a giant vulture, but okay. Silly rabbit. Dreams are for kids.
You guys wake up. It's a little bit before dawn, so like you had your full 8 hours sleep, and it takes a little bit, but one by one, everybody wakes up. Erden, Donnie, Foghorn, Jeffrey, and Leo all just, and you see Foghorn's just there with a pipe going. Oh, what be the venturing plan this morning?
Well, didn't we have we had a turtle? Where's the turtle? Is he here? Do I see Donnie?
Donnie, where are you?
I'm sitting there, probably reading a book.
Eating
Woke
a
up,
banana.
and pull out the book.
There's a turtle.
Oh, he appears to be, intelligent. Perhaps instead of me leading the brain, we let the bookman do some stuff.
I look up. You want me to lead?
I don't want you to read.
What's wrong with reading?
Well, it's not quite as action-packed as I would like.
Well, we definitely don't want to stay around here anyway, so I guess in this case, I'll agree with you.
There we go. Great ideas. See? I was right. Yet again.
Just roll my eyes.
All right there, Donnie, is it?
Yes.
Where are we going?
Well, I guess we need to get to the other side of the island. As much as I don't want to go through the woods, I'd rather take a quicker route than go all the way around.
All right, Leo, Jeffrey, come on, grab your stuff. We're going. And as you guys make your way out into the beach, you see Foghorn's looking at the ship going, all right, give me the whiskey. Grabs a bottle of whiskey, puts a cloth in, takes his pipe, lights the tip of it, and goes, the bitch queen wanted her. We decided we'd pull it back. She showed us not to fuck with what she wants. You can have it, you daft bitch! And just throws the bottle of whiskey at the wave's crest, turns around, and just starts puffing on his pipe again. There's other ships. Fuck. And he just starts walking.
Oh, Erden, if we plan on killing an elk, perhaps make your presence known, so I don't throw a spear at you, accidentally, like I did, yesterday.
Certainly will. Yes. I will wave at you.
Yes, yes. Make sure you don't go like this, because I might just chuck the spear regardless. Hello, nice to see you. Thick elk boy. So, gotta be careful.
Before we set out, I would like, I'm not sure if I'm like with the group or not, but I would like to cast Druidcraft.
Okay.
And get a little bit of an idea as to the next 24 hours' worth of weather.
Okay. What do you make with your druid craft to try to ascertain the weather?
What do I make?
It is called druid craft.
You're supposed
Craft
to
isn't
take.
the word.
It's a weather stick. Ha!
I'll like be rubbing some stones that I found on the beach.
Okay. I just want to know. I'd like to know semantics. You get the feed, like, as you're rubbing the stones, you're just like, alright, come on. Cast in this, and you're just rubbing it. You feel a brisk northern wind, and as you look up, there's gray clouds. They're not dark, not ominous, but it's gonna be a gloomy day.
Okay.
Maybe a bit of wind, bit of, like, drain, but, like, nothing like the first time you boarded a boat.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so, who's leading the way, and which way are you taking?
I'm gonna stay back just in case I get a spear in the back of the head.
So, Erden is behind Prey.
Asher is behind Prey.
Asher.
Donnie!
And Donnie, where...
Well, Ray said he wanted me to lead, be in charge.
All right.
I'll cautiously lead the way. I'm too
All right,
scared
we
to
got-
stand up to him.
So we've got Donnie, Prey, Erden, Asher, Leo, Jeffrey, Foghorn. All right. So, Donnie, you're leading the way. Could you, one, roll a survival check.
Okay.
With advantage. I will say with advantage because you've already trekked into the woods and Erden did mark trees.
That's
So
a
you
22.
can. Holy fuck!
What'd you roll?
A 22.
Yeah, I rolled an 18. I have a +4.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. So not only do you see where Erden marked the trees, you can see Prey's just thick stomp marks when he was running through with Haagen-Dazs.
You must save him.
And so you make your way back to where you found Haagen-Dazs. Could you roll a d20, just straight d20?
That's a 5.
5. All right, let's see. Okay, so you
5 dragons.
just five. So you're looking around. You're like, okay, we got this far. This is super easy. I can manage this forest. And you go, I'm gonna go this way. So you start walking, and you realize the more the western direction you're headed in this forest, the more that there's a bit of life coming to it. You can start hearing toucans and parakeets and like more birds. Insects seem to be fluttering around. And you can see that approximately, I'd say about 30 feet ahead of you, you can see that the jungle canopy and everything just opens up into a clearing.
We seem to be approaching a clearing. I don't know what's all in this forest, but we probably should be careful.
Well, perhaps it is mating season and the elks want to be seen. We should be careful. Might see something you can't forget, and might get ourselves some supper. I suppose an ambush? Foghorn! Perhaps split up and everybody spread out?
If that's what you want, lad, I'm not picky, but I'm not as limber as I used to be.
Just just watch your eyes, but look what you're doing, and maybe Erden, maybe I don't know. Maybe we should take a look first.
Yeah, we could scout or something.
Perhaps someone with good perception. My eyesight's not the best, you know.
Pretty good.
I won't be partaking in any hunting of the sort, so you guys are gonna have to do this on your own.
Okay,
Well, we're not
take
necessarily
him-
hunting. We're just scouting to make sure there's not something ahead of us that may attack us.
Okay, well then
spear
I can
fully
definitely-
in hand, like yes, no hunting.
I can definitely take a look for sure. I am comfortable looking.
We should send the small one. He will not threaten the elk.
So I'm gonna just sneak up between the trees and try to get around to the side of a tree and just peek into the clearing and see what's up there.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
roll
do
a
this.
stealth. Oh, sorry.
I'll do the same. Just try to.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna go like Y and then just look at either side. Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you roll a stealth check, please.
I got a whole 9.
A 9.
I'm
9.
gonna do that as well, but like kind of sneak in the middle if there's little things that I can kind of hide behind since I am small.
Roll a stealth check also.
18 for stealth.
18.
Natural 1.
Sneaky rabbit.
So,
Plus
you get
these 4.
you have Erden, who's like, all right, I've been doing this for years, sneaking in the woods, and he starts to just like tree vine, like he's like a jungle monkey just running around, and then you've got Donnie who's like, all right, just slow and steady wins the goddamn race. I fucking got this. And then you got Asher like, I can jump. And Asher just jumps, and as he jumps, a vine catches him, and he crashes, and just you hear all these branches snap, snap, snap. You hear birds fly away, and Prey, your keen hunting ears, you hear something run off in that clearing.
I'm gonna start rushing. I'm gonna rush. Ah!
So Prey just runs off. Before he reaches the clearing, Erden, you get there. You can see in the clearing that there are fallen logs, like fallen trees. You can see that there are rocks. There's a little water, a little river, and you can see that there's a couple tents. And then at the same time, you hear, and you can see two horses just run off into the distance from this camp. They didn't have any riders.
Okay.
Do I get to see these?
You burst through the canopy, and as your eyes adjust, you can see the hindquarters of a horse.
Do I know it's a horse, or do you want me to make a nature check?
What's your intelligence?
Oh, nothing but the best. A big old 8. Do you want me to?
I want you to
Oh, you froze.
roll an 8.
Roll?
Let's see what the dice decide.
13 minus 1. That is a 12.
Is it an elk? Could be an elk. Are you gonna let this go? Could be an
No.
elk.
No. Ah! Ah! I'm guessing long range, more than 20 feet.
Fucking right it is. Roll the hit.
Oh! It was a
Natural 20.
natural 20, and then it was a
Critical
natural
failure.
1.
Hey, so as you throw the spear towards the elk, and it's a horse, so it's a big hindquarters. You're like, thick elk. You're like, I've got this, and you go elk, and you do the trajectory, and you plant the spear right at your foot. And you're like, because you're about to throw it. You had the trajectory, because the natural 20, you had like the line to hit it, and then you looked back at it, and you're like, that's a thick elk, and you just forgot to let go of the spear.
Well, those weren't quite big enough. If there's 2, there must be more elk around. So you don't always throw your spear at the first one you see in a panic. You know, you don't always do that. You gotta pick the, get the thickest and the prettiest thick boy.
As you say this, Captain Foghorn goes, don't mean to be a bit of a stick in the mud, Prey, but what qualifies an elk to be pretty?
Well, the meat. It's hard. I must say, it's hard to identify a pretty elk before you kill it and taste its meat. But you just get a sense for these things.
That's right, you taste the pretty elk's meat.
Yes. Oh.
I do not like where this is.
So, you get full view of this. This is just... You now begin to think that Prey isn't that much of a good hunter. He threw a spear at you. He put a spear in the ground. So if you go to roll 20,
To give this guy some hunting lesson.
maybe.
Let's go to the map. Oh,
Natural
why does that
20.
open every time? I don't know.
So that is the air. Whoa, why is that all foggy? There we go. It took a while to load. So,
Holy shit!
yeah.
Oh!
So we will say that, Prey, you're right here with your spear in the ground. Asher, you're right here because that's where you fell.
I'm okay, by the way.
I don't. Wait. Oh my god. What happened here? It scrolled. Oh.
Donnie would be right here.
Oh, it's so far zoomed.
I know. And Erden, you would be right by that log. There we go. So
Everything's so
that
tiny.
is what you guys see. I know. Sorry, make big ass maps.
Yeah, apparently.
Same. In
I like big things. What's going on? Why did that open? The fuck close? The fuck is going on with my computer? There you go.
Cool.
Yeah. So you there? That's where you guys are. What would you like? The horses ran this direction here. Oh Jesus!
I didn't see that.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Everybody's so spread out.
There. It's right here.
Okay, cool.
If you.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's a line.
Yeah.
My
So the
God.
horses took off that way.
Cool. So, those weren't elk. Perhaps take a look around. Where is everyone? Everybody seems to have split up. Oh, right. We were splitting up. It was a great idea.
I'm gonna kinda- Catch up to Prey, who's probably taking his spear out of the ground at this point.
Yeah.
Just gonna brush off like the dirt and everything off me. I'm just like, oh, that never happens. I swear. And I'd like to maybe like do a perception check to see if I'm seeing anything, like if I'm noticing anything upon first glance, or
Yeah. Roll a perception check.
well, the rolls are not in my favor tonight so far. That was a 9 so far.
9. You can see that there's an encampment with a bit of light.
No. I feel like that. I feel like we all saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any movement though. I wonder why.
I mean,
You guys know, but your characters don't.
Oh, well, this appears to be perhaps a hunter's camp. Well, it's, it appears abandoned. There's light. Whoever was here probably left the light on. It happens. Let's approach, and I'm gonna just walk up.
All right. So you walk. Okay. Wait. You guys. You both. I assume everybody's going to this camp. So.
Yes.
I wanted to go over to where the horses ran, see if I could see anything off in the distance.
Okay. So. Donnie.
Asher just rotated.
What? I didn't even do that. But Erden, you going over there?
As soon as I see them walking over, I'll follow.
Okay.
Before I make my way fully there, I'm just going to, because of my paranoia and not sure about things and creatures, and the last 24 hours have not been splendid. I'm just gonna have my crossbow ready.
As you approach, Donnie, you can see like there's a little trail that's going that direction. The trail seems to be, it's a beat down trail, so like you can see like it's constantly flowed. It has a constant flow of traffic. It's not like super beat down, but it seems frequently traveled. Prey, Asher, and Erden, as you guys enter, you see a person lying next to one of the tents, dead, with a sword on the ground, and you also see there's a trail of blood leading towards the water. Behind Erden, you see that there is a cart that is smashed, and you also see that smattered around this campsite, there are various holes in the ground.
Is it perhaps, rabbits? What do you think, Asher?
No, these don't look like rabbit holes. I think these are the same holes of what those creatures that attacked us last night are.
Oh, real assholes, if you know what I'm saying. I'll,
A nature check just to see if I can.
Nature check here, what are you trying to discern?
Just to like try to compare the holes that I'm seeing around with what we encountered on the beach.
Yeah, you can roll either nature or investigation. Your call.
Oh, it's the same. It's a 12.
12. You can tell something. These holes, you can't tell if they were made by the same thing, but you can tell that the holes, they were not all made by things coming out. They were made by things coming out, then going, like, moving, then going back in. So they were in and out constantly.
Okay.
I would like to investigate this apparent 10-foot sword.
Sure, you can check the sword out.
I'm just kidding. Can I do like a medicine check?
It's a big ass sword. It's huge. It's bigger than you.
It is.
Dude's jacked.
Can I do a medicine check on the body and see like if he's been dead for a long time, or like can I determine like maybe a cause of death, or like maybe like how like recent?
Yeah, you can roll a medicine check.
While he checks the body, I'd just like to, like, I'm guessing, like, gently, like, oh, look, I'll just flip it over and be like, well, let's take a look at the wounds.
Well, that's a 21.
For time of death, you approximate within 2 days. Within a window of 2 days, he was killed. Cause of death, many small puncture wounds across the body, and you can see that there are also bite marks, like under the ribs, on the side, like the very fleshy, meaty parts were chewed upon by various creatures. Some post-mortem, and others while he was bleeding out.
Okay.
Can I follow the trail of blood just to see?
Sure. As you follow the trail of blood, Chapow takes you right to the river. You see there's another body in there.
Do a medicine check on that one.
Sure, roll a medicine check.
Is it a greatsword while he rolls that?
Yeah, I'd say it's a two-handed greatsword. That's why I made it big.
Well, yoink.
It's just a normal greatsword. Like, there's nothing special about it.
Oh, it's gonna be special, all right.
For a medicine check.
It breaks as soon as you pick it up. Rust monsters everywhere.
Oh no.
You can roll a medicine check.
11.
11. This one's a bit harder to tell cause of death and when, because he has swelled. But with Asher saying that it's been approximately 2 days, you can assume, like, okay, probably around the same time. Difference that you spot with an 11 is this one doesn't have as many puncture holes. It seems that he drug himself here to try to get away, but died before he could get deep enough for the current to take him.
I'll try to, like, haul him out so I can, like, examine better, or even Asher can have a look at him.
Roll a... I wouldn't even take your roll. It takes you a little bit because he is bloated, he's heavy, you're trying not to make him pop.
My arms are still sore from a couple days ago.
Just like, ew, 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 ew.
While he's doing that, can I just do a quick investigation or on the cart?
Just give me a minute there. While you guys are all doing this, Donnie, like I said, you looked, you saw the horses run down this, a path that, of least resistance as a scared animal would usually tend to take. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna look back and see that they're investigating the camp, so I'm just gonna stay on watch and see if anything comes back this way, because the horses are gonna run back to wherever they came from most likely, which means some other people might be on their way.
I'll just look at Donnie. Donnie, look, what's on? Look, Donnie. Swinging a great sword.
Nice sword, Prey. Nice sword.
In case we fight spiders again, you know. Gross bibbit.
Gross bibbit. So roll a perception check, Donnie. just to keep watch. They're just scanning left and right. Foghorn and them have come and join you around the camp. They're just standing there, gonna be standing next to Donnie, keeping an eye out in case they hear anything.
That was a 10.
You can roll with advantage because you have people assisting you.
Okay then.
It's like they're not fighters.
Second roll was a 7, so we'll go with the 10.
A 10. So yeah, so you're starting to look around and like Jeffrey's just like, so you think the spiders will come back or
Oh, I do want to bring up, if everybody wants to look over here, I'll put my hand out and I'll cast Minor Illusion and I'll make the vulture thing show up in my hand. I'll be like, if anyone sees one of these, I have a feeling there's one around, just let me know. And I just start swinging the sword. I'm like, I'll finish him. Just let me know. One swing and it'll, instead of being a vulture, it'll be a vault and a chur.
Jesus. All right. Sorry, there's just a bunch of notifications popping up on my computer. So you're keeping your watch, but Jeffrey keeps distracting you by going, you think there'll be more spiders? What about that winged thing? Do you think it'll come and sweep us away?
Well, yes.
Quiet down.
He's just like overloading you, so you're trying to pay attention and looking around, but like he's overbearing. So you said you were checking out the cart, Asher. So Prey is practicing his sword, swinging, helicoptering around like it's a dick.
I'm not used to this small.
I am specifically looking for a shovel.
A shovel, okay. I won't even make you roll on it. It's a cart with goods, like just looking about it. It's like got survival gear, like just like a shovel, a pickaxe, some rope, couple rations. But you do find a shovel.
Okay.
Small.
I grabbed the shovel.
A small shovel that could be used to dig a shithole.
Oh.
So it's not very. Oh, I mean, if it's a small shovel, it's big in my hands.
So you can now write shit shovel in your inventory.
I honestly just want to start digging a hole.
Okay, so start anywhere in particular, or just in the middle of the camp?
Let's go like by the rock behind the biggest tent.
Asher, are you looking for what you call them, vegetables? There's probably none here.
No, I'm trying to give these two a proper burial.
Oh, well, what will the birds eat?
Well, not these two, hopefully.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So you're just digging a hole for these two grown men. Erden, by the time all this happens, you got Bloaty out of the water. You didn't you've been taking your time because a lot of stuff has happened. So just to make sure, like, you've seen animals bloat. You know if this punctures, there's gonna be a fucking smell. So you're like, nope, okay. So you're now out of the water. The body's just like, it's waterlogged. Like you can, if you poke it, it looks like a water bench. Like there's a lot of water in this body.
Yeah, I'll just drag him like far enough that's like out of the water.
Okay, it's background, so I can't really move it, but you do drag him out of the water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up. He's like, well, are you gonna bury this one as well?
That's the intent. Oh, you're talking to him? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like drag him out of the water just so that we can examine what they potentially died from. It was hard to see inside the river, so I try to drag him out of the water so I have a better view.
Well, if you want to do an autopsy, I'll take the greatsword and just chop him in half.
Oh. Give me a minute, my brain's just fucking queasy a little bit. Because I visualized. So, he's standing at the leg, pulling it. You're standing, like, right at the stomach and cleaving him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll because it's a corpse. It's a bloated corpse. You're not gonna miss with the great sword. But
I've
we'll
seen
roll
rolling
damage.
this.
You want me to roll
I've seen
damage?
rolling this. I'm just like, no, no, no.
7 plus 2, 9 damage to a corpse.
So, so as Erden is got the like, no, no, no. You bring your great sword down and you hit it right in the stomach. And as you hit the stomach, it's like a fucking geyser. Just all over prey. And it's disgusting. The smell, as soon as the skin ruptures, hits all of your noses. It's putrid. It's a body that's been in water for 2 days, decaying. It's putrid. It's slimy. There's chunks of shit that you don't know what they are. The muscles and tendons are white. But the thing that sticks out to you, Erden, is that in this water, there are these little yellow orbs.
Oh, this is nasty. I'm gonna dive in the water.
See, that have clinged to prey and are just dripping off of him. And as he dives into the water and he comes out, you can see that one of them seems to be latched to his cheekbone. This yellow orb just...
Okay, as I'm seeing this, I'll just try to go over, like, not even say anything. I'll just try to, like, is it, like, how big is it? Is it something that I can, like...
It's about the size of, like, a little rubber
Leaf.
bouncing ball.
Okay. I'll try to, like, grab it and grab my dagger and try to, like, slice it.
Okay, so are you doing this stealthily so prey doesn't see you coming at him with a knife?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll a sleight of hand.
I think that's +7. Yeah. 16.
You beat his passive. Trey's right now just like, "Ah, slimy shit, gross," and you just like pray, it's okay, and just like a barber who's very well trained to shave the arteries on your neck, like well shave around,
Yeah.
it's very thin. Like, you bring your dagger up and spin it and just like bring it across his face, and it's not, you don't even cause a lesion on his face. You just scrape the first layer of skin, so it does sting a little. But you see the orb just... And as it hits the water, you look around and you see that there's a small current flowing towards you and prey, but these yellow orbs that you saw burst out of the corpse are just like buoys weighted down. They're just floating in the water, like around you. They're not going with the current. They're staying there.
Guys, I'm just gonna like grab my bow and just like try to like walk away, just be like, I'm not sure what this is.
I'll stay right there and be like, what's going on?
Are you pointing it out to prey or?
Yeah, I'm like, those orbs, Prey, like, what are they?
Can I make a check to see if I know what they are?
Sure. Like, what are you doing? Are you looking at them? Are you grabbing them, investigating
I'll
them?
just look at them.
Okay, yeah, you can roll a perception check.
Perception to see them, or like nature check to
Well,
like identify them, kind of thing.
I'll let you choose. You can do perception to be like, look at them intently, because investigation would be grabbing and looking.
Yeah.
You're trying to perceive what they are, but you can roll a nature check if you'd like. That would just be more close.
I'll do nature, and that's a 4.
They just seem like... They look like something that would come out of a dead, bloated corpse.
It's just corpse bits, inside your corpse bits.
You know, inside of every living being, there are corpse bits.
Perhaps it is his bladder.
One of you help me break this.
It's yellow. I don't know.
These aren't corpse bits. One of them was attached to you. That's what I ripped off.
Well, I did. It was sprayed. I don't know. I'll just grab one.
Yeah, you grab it and you feel you feel it. It's sticky. It's sticky, and the more you hold it, like I said, rubber ball there.
Yeah.
You feel it just not instantaneously, but just slowly. You